Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today with more JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you guys. Definitely really feeling the bizarreness. I know I say that every time it manages to get weirder. So we did a lot in the last episode. We had a lot that we did, but also that we like set up for. So I'll be really curious to see where things go from here. I will just kind of briefly catch you up on how I'm feeling. You know, for me, it's been like 2 minutes since I stopped watching the last one. Because I filmed them 2 at a time. So, but I'll just kind of like give you a brief recap of like how I'm feeling about it 2 minutes later. But before I do that, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. That means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you're joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys, we got a big revelation last time on top of the really epic battle. And that was about the Pillar Men, plural, and how there are more than just Santana, Santviento, whatever. And I feel like that's the setup for our, you know, where we're going to kind of like pick up the story and go from here. Speedwagon is okay, thankfully. Like he's gonna need a lot of rest and go to a hospital and everything, but like he's okay. So I'm kind of hoping that where we end up going with this is maybe we'll like put together a new little team with Speedwagon in it, just like the way that Speedwagon was kind of by Jonathan's side, like his whole career, I guess, as a Hamon expert. But we're also going to need to, I feel like, hone the Hamon skills, because one thing that I didn't get into last time, but they did kind of highlight a little bit in the last episode, was like, he knows Hamon, he has a natural affinity for Hamon, but he never really trained, he didn't really have like a Hamon mentor, I don't think. We know that Speedwagon knows a little bit about Hamon, like there was a brief like 2 seconds where they mentioned how ZEPELI was trying to teach him Hamon. I don't know if that's enough. I feel like maybe we're going to have to, like do a little bit of homework before we go and take care of the whole Pillar Man thing. But they did a good job of just kind of upping the ante on, you know, the villain of this era, of this age, because, you know, we had the vampires, and we know that Dio as a vampire was devastatingly powerful, even for like Hamon experts. Now we're introducing like these Pillar Men, these ancient beings that are so just exponentially more powerful, you know, in terms of like what they can do. We saw like Dio had a little bit of it with like the regenerative and everything, but it really just felt like compared to like what Santviento could do, it was really just like a fraction of like the regenerative and invulnerable capabilities. So we really kind of, I feel like, intensified the danger level. And we know that this was, you know, apparently this individual or group of individuals, I'm not really sure, created the masks. So, you know, if you want to look at it that way, that like the mask was the reason we were in trouble last time, and this is like the daddy of the masks, you know, like like if you thought the masks were bad, you know, it's the inventor. So yeah, guys, I'm excited for the setup they're doing. I'm really happy Speedwagon's okay. I'm guessing we're going to go and pursue the European Pillar Men next, and probably maybe have a stop along the way to do some like training and whatnot. So guys, I'm on board. It's such a weird show that it's like, it's a whole different kind of enjoyment, because it's really just better to call it entertainment. You know? There's definitely some feel-good moments, but I wouldn't say it's, you know, I feel like it's a whole different kind of tone and feeling and kind of like brand than, you know, a more, I guess, like traditional shonen that I would be used to, like, you know, say My Hero Academia, where, although that's getting, oh my gosh, don't even get me started on that, because we're not gonna get into it, but, you know what I mean, though? Like, I think you know what I mean. Like, it definitely feels like, it's almost kind of like a horror, kind of. Like, I could see it, like, falling into the genre of horror, like, fairly easily. As opposed to just kind of like a more traditional shonen. It's kind of both. I don't know. But I also haven't seen enough of it, I feel like, to really make that statement either. That's just kind of like what I feel so far. So, all right, guys, I'm dying to see what's going to happen next. Without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right into the next episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Let's do this. Oh, okay, so we're in Rome. We're in Rome. Well, I don't know if we're in Rome, but we're... Okay, we're in Rome. It's a different kind of spaghetti when in Rome. Why don't you try doing a taste before you go putting hands on people? Oh, opera. Oh. It's not exactly Joseph's style. He's not into the romance. He's such a cartoon character. Jojo, what are you doing, Jojo? What? Oh! Wait a minute! Did we just accidentally meet somebody who knows what they're doing? It's Hamon. And also you're leaking a little bit there, friend. No way! Is this a... Wait, didn't he say that he had a family? You're kidding me. He said he had a Guys. It's all coming back to me now. Do you remember? Like, I totally forgot about this until just now. Because I remember hearing it thinking, like, God, that's really, really sad. He said he had a family and he, like, abandoned them to go and pursue the mask stuff. I'm not crazy, right? Like, that really happened. Because that is a descendant, I'm guessing probably the grandson. Speedwagon Foundation. Okay, oh, wow. Very fancy. It's like a cool, wow. Yeah, that's great. That's really awesome. Good for you, Speedwagon. Oh, does it? Okay. Hey. Gotcha. Okay. This looks like very advanced for this time. Okay. Oh, what are we going to do? This says the snake is... Oh, I think the snake is not going to be okay. And it also, it gets absorbed and it gets turned into stone. Okay. Ah, what did I say, you guys? That's good. So there's others. That's other... Oh. The ranking, meaning the one with the most horns is at the top. Is... Grandson! Okay, grandson. Ah! See, he's pretty, I gotta say, he's pretty dreamy. Oh. Yeah. Did he? Okay, wow. Okay, he's... Oh! I mean, there's still probably a reason for that, though. They probably didn't want to. Yeah. He wanted to protect him. Are you trying to get him to, like, prove himself? Oh! Guys, please don't fight just random women and pigeons, please. Yeah, he can dish it out, but he can't take it. Whoa. Oh! Oh! Oh my! A ham and kiss. Okay, I did not know you could do that. Ham and kiss. Also, this woman must be incredibly confused and scared. Can we please release her? Oh, wow. I mean, but he's untrained, though. Oh, okay, that's uncalled for. That's uncalled for. Yeah, that's way, way, way too far. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna show you how much he cares about family right now. Then why haven't you done it? Hamon bubbles. Wow. And this is just all happening out in the open too, by the way. We're just like in a city square. Wow. Oh, wow. It's like a Hamon prison. Can we let the girl go? Oh, so even when distressed, he's still... What the fudge? Of course he did. This poor woman. Run, sweetie, run. And he could not. They were both right. You gotta learn to get along, you guys. We got pillar men to take care of. So he's just gonna... Okay. We're just gonna try to do, like, the easier way. Jojo, you're such a silly goose. We're waiting. Oh, okay. Wow. Mamma mia. Here we go again. So he's not just a ladies' man, he's a wingman as well. He's multi-talented. He's busy. He's very busy. Have you seen? I know he's a little juvenile sometimes, but I would not get that close. Oh no, I wouldn't get, no, I would back away. No, this is gonna be bad. Oh! And all they need is like a little bit of blood. Yeah, but once they get the blood though, oh no. Oh wow. It's very different look solving. Ew! Oh! A bloodbath. My goodness. Ick. Oh dear. What's that music though? What an entrance. Okay, so seems a little bit more aware than Santviento did. Ha! Since see, the more blood they get, the more it's just gonna be like melted, melted, melted. All of them. Okay. Wow. 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 Okay, it's we're beckoning. Okay. And these are the ones higher than him, which is really bad. Okay. Well, I got some news for you. They're not stoned anymore, and they're not asleep anymore. Oh no. Please tell me it's not brain matter. You're not gonna like what it is. Oh, it's a melted person. It's a melted human being. And what we did was we took all the innards out and we left only the skin. No. Oh, and he's supposed to get married next week. Should have known the marriage thing was a huge death flag. That's really gross. Wow. Just, no, they just kept walking. It's like they don't even, like, they're not even that concerned about, like, feeding, you know? Red stone of, we've seen that stone in the theme. Oh, is that where, okay. ECDC, is that supposed to be like ACDC? ECDC? Huh? I see. Oh, we'll let this one slide. Okay, cool, cool. Oh, man. And the blood, because he split. Oh, wow. He split too, and there's blood. He's overloading him with, okay. He's putting him out of his pain and misery. Okay. Oh, we're going in. Dang it. Okay, so wow. ZEPELI'S grandson going to Rome. Just, everything that happened there with just their little showdown and the pigeon and the woman and the, oh my goodness, I can't imagine how scared both the woman and the pigeon were. Can we please just not go taking random women and pigeons into our nonsense? But wow. Okay, so I said that I think that Jojo's going to have to do a little bit of studying, a little bit of training with his Hamon and everything, and who better to do that? And how ironic too that it should be like both the grandsons, you know, like we had ZEPELI training Jonathan, and then now we have Caesar, the grandson, training. Well, I don't know if he's going to train him. They're at least, like, I guess, working together. But I have a feeling that there will be, like, some training involved at some point if we all make it through this in one piece, which we can already see. A lot of people are not. They're not whole. They're not in one piece. They're in multiple pieces. It did not take long at all. So, wow, guys. So we got to meet the other pillar men. Are those all the other pillar men, though? Because I feel like even if we get done with these ones, they're going to be like, oh, guess what? We just found some in, like, let's see, we've been to Mexico, we've been to Rome. I mean, you could put them anywhere else and be like, okay, well, there's more pillar men. Or maybe we'll just switch gears. I don't know, guys. Maybe, like, next time we'll be fighting aliens. I don't know. Or maybe the pillar men are aliens. I have no idea. I'm not going to try to hang on to any kind of, like, logic or sense of predictability whatsoever. Because that would just, I mean, at this point in the game, that would just be really silly. That would be on me. It's interesting that, like, every once in a while they have to remind me, like, oh yeah, right, okay, this is set during, like, World War II, and, like, we have, like, this going on, this country, and I'm like, oh my god, right, okay. It's like a little, they have to refresh me every once in a while to, like, because you just get so wrapped up in the dang story that, like, you start to forget about the time period. But it's interesting that we would make the time period such a kind of active background to all of this. So, yeah, I would say it did not go well with the whole other Pillar Man thing, in terms of, like, the people who are guarding and everything. I really wouldn't expect it to, honestly. They did mention going outside, and I'm like, wait, can you even, maybe at night they could go outside, but like, how would you know, like, I guess you could find out pretty easily. Do they have windows anywhere in there? You can just like take a peek. Of course, if there was a window, then there could be sunlight coming through, so, but I don't know. Maybe do they have like UV protected glass at this stage? I don't know. Anywho, I'm definitely getting that, and we know that there is a hierarchy, and these individuals are higher up than Santviento. I'm definitely seeing that, like, they are, like, they came to a lot more quickly. They definitely seem more intelligent more quickly, and like just a little bit quicker to acclimate, than Santviento. And Santviento's not even really dead. Like, we saw, like, okay, like, on some level, the body is still defending itself. So, awesome, great. Can't wait to deal with that. But, yeah, guys, I'm liking Caesar so far. He just has such a... I don't even know how to describe it. He has, like, a swagger, And it's so funny because it would have been really easy to make, like, kind of carbon copies of the characters from the previous era. And, I applaud them for just making... this particular crew so different from like what we saw 50 years ago. I say that in quotes because like, it's the timeline on the show, but clearly not in real life. So yeah, where was I going with this? Yeah, I like Caesar so far. He's such a great foil to Jojo because Jojo is so just like, he's just such a big silly man. And and to have someone who's like very, I don't know, there is like a comparison I'm thinking of. I just can't like off the top of my head think of who it is, but they almost are like cartoon characters or like other characters that I'm thinking of that like one is just very suave and dashing and the other is just kind of like a big boy, And it's funny because Jonathan in a lot of ways felt like a big boy, but kind of like a big, like a sweet Boy Scout boy. And Jojo feels like a little bit more like juvenile, but like then again, like I was saying before, the heart is all still there, that same heart, that same determination, and he's smart. Like that's the thing too, is he's not just like a big like goofy goof, he is goofy, but he's also like incredibly intelligent. I love it when like just when you're starting to forget because he's being silly, he'll like do the prediction thing, and I'm like, oh crap, like he's got your number so bad. But yeah, that was really cool during the fight with the pigeon and the woman, the way that he predicted what was going to happen. So, proving himself a little bit while they're still clearly not like friends. But, so we're getting right into it. I was kind of wondering if we'd have like a little bit of a training arc first. But no, we're going right in, you guys. I mean, I think Jojo is adept enough with using Hamon that like, you could probably guide him through like, okay, do this, this, and this with your Hamon, and he could probably figure it out like on the spot. So I don't know if we need to have like, Jonathan was a little bit different. He barely activated it. He never really used it before. So, we had to kind of like get the feel of it, So, yeah, guys. Wow. So we are going for it with these other pillar men. Wow. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. And again, I don't know how long this season is, but I feel like this is like we're doing the second half of the season now, basically. I don't know how much longer we have left with Joseph and Caesar and like this current crew. But I am very excited to see all of their adventures. And I am starting to see like, okay, so now that we introduce the other pillar men and some of the things from the ending theme, I am starting to see a little bit more of that kind of glamorous look. So I'm thinking maybe this is like what I was thinking of when I saw like promotional images for the show. And I gotta say, were those Jojo poses? Because when I saw the pillar men and they were all like doing their, it looked like like I've seen people do the Jojo pose. And I think that might be where it came from. Or will there be more Jojo poses? Because I'm totally okay with that. But wow, guys, I feel like I'm part of like a really exclusive club now that I'm watching JoJo, and it's like a secret club, like Fight Club, It's it's got like its own like kind of strangeness and secrecy to it. But now I'm in, and I'm really liking it. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I need a snack, although I don't know how I'm gonna eat after some of the gross stuff that happened, but I don't know, I'll find a way. All right, cannot wait for more. Really enjoyed that episode. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. And please, please don't leave me now. Seriously, honestly, I cannot do this without you. Please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.